Hello, my name is Tom Wheeler and today we're going to look at the Trinity-Creative T2 release system. So first of all, I just want to thank you for buying this system. It's something we've developed over the last 6 years and it's made riding a lot safer for myself and allowed me to progress to a pretty good level again. So I hope you can have just as much fun as I've had with it. The bar comes assembled, but to avoid any damage in transit, we prefer to keep the hand attachment separate. So what you'll need to do is take your hand attachment and clip it onto the carriage. This is actually spring loaded, so all you need to do is line it up and pop it on and it'll click into place. The pin will already be inside the plunger assembly in the closed position. What you'll have to do is actually remove the pin. Please be aware that this will come out at some force, like so. Now, the outer diameter of the plunger assembly is the same as your handlebar, so you can easily slide all of your controls straight over this and get it set up ready to ride. Once you've done this, as you can see, we've already got all of those in place. You can then put them in, just resting it in there, and then close it shut. And then you just slide it through, but always make sure that it goes through the second hole underneath. You should feel the pin actually come through the bottom slightly. The last step you need to do is set up the stops. What I'm talking about here is your rotational stop. So as you can see, you cannot go past this point going forwards, and on the down you've also got to stop. You'll need to set these so it doesn't restrict you when you're trying to stand up and get into a standing up riding position. So you can easily adjust your rotational positions, your stopping positions, by using a 4mm Allen key. You'll find on the side of your system what is a actual a C-clamp, and this has got a bolt on it. So what you need to do is just gently undo it, and then by doing this, you actually free up the inner sleeve of the system, which has the stops built in. When you get to the top, you can actually move it forward, or the same, if you put it to the back, you can move it back down. We want to aim for the position to be approximately this in your stood up position here. So once it hits that stop, you're good. And then you can just come in and just do it up to 5 Newton meters. And that ain't going anywhere. So that will prevent you from going too far forward. If you do get bucked, it will help you hold your position. And then it'll also help you get less fatigue when you're out doing long rides, because you can actually rest your paralysed arm in this position as well, in the bottom position. Now you've got everything on your bike, you need to pop your hand on the hand attachment. I've actually got a prototype system on at the moment, so I've been testing our new arm brace, but you'll have straps, and it's as simple as just popping your hand on the tray and strapping it on. What I would recommend, just checking that your hands on there securely. I always wear a base layer or an arm sleeve and a glove, because if you can't feel anything, you don't want to be causing any damage to your paralysed side. And always check to make sure that nothing's rubbing and everything's on there securely. And then the next thing you need to do is put your good hand through the loop and then do it up like so, and then you're connected, and then you're ready to ride. And this system, I've had quite a few incidents where I've come off, and yeah, it works every time. It allows me to get away from the bike. Another thing which we talked about earlier is the ability to actually release yourself from the system. So everything's still closed, but you've got this still attached to your hand, and then you can just press the button underneath and release. And then connected, you just put your tray on, and I usually just guide it in and it clicks in. So the plunger assembly for a release system is actually fitted in here with O-rings. So it's a press fit, so it actually means that you can rotate it to be in your position depending on what angle you like to run your handlebars at. It also means if you do go forward and you need to release, it will rotate into that position, so you may have to reset it if you do have an accident.